Thanks for joining David, Kevin, and myself for our educational video. Today we're going to talk about the new FHSA account. That's the First Home Savings Account. I think you're going to find it really interesting, and I'm passing you over to the guys. Take care, and as always, if you ever have questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Bye.
The First Home Savings Account, or FHSA, is a new registered account that helps first-time homebuyers save up a down payment in a tax-advantaged way. And we're excited to announce that we can now help you open this account here at Perler Financial. The FHSA combines the best attributes of both the RSP and TFSA. It allows people to save into the FHSA in a tax-deductible way against their income, but it allows the investments within it to grow tax-free. How does the FHSA compare to the homebuyers plan?
Well, in one simple word, it is superior to the old RSP homebuyers plan. Now, the introduction of the FHSA does not eliminate the RSP homebuyers program. One can still use that program if you already have money in an RSP. But for most folks going forward, the FHSA is going to be the first account that they want to add future money to in order to help bolster their down payment savings. The reason being is that with an RSP, you get to deduct whatever you contribute to your RSP in the year that you make that contribution. The FHSA is the exact same. It creates a tax write-off for you when you contribute money to it. But with the RSP, when you go to withdraw money from your RSP to fund your down payment, you eventually have to put that money back in. That's the rules. And eventually you will be taxed on that money when you take it out in retirement. Now with the FHSA, you get to put in $8,000 in 2023, the first year that it's available, and you get to deduct that $8,000 against your income. But when you go to withdraw the money from the FHSA when you buy your first home, you never have to put the money back in, and your withdrawal is tax-free like a TFSA. And so therefore, the FHSA is a far superior account for saving a down payment as compared to the RSP and the TFSA. But it's not to say that you won't use all three. Some people, depending on their incomes, depending on the amount of money they have available to save, may still make use of all three accounts. But the order of priority now will be FHSA, the best account. TFSA is probably the second best account for most people, and then the RSP is the probably least attractive account now to save, but it could still be attractive depending on your situation. Kev, can you explain how much you can contribute to the FHSA?
Yeah, so if you opened an account this year, 2023, the annual limit is $8,000, and there's a lifetime limit of $40,000. So if you did open up your account this year, you'd be able to max out the $40,000 limit within 5 years. Now, even if you can't max out your FHSA in the first year, we still highly recommend opening an account and making some small contribution, even $50, because the tax deductions get carried forward. You can use them in the future years when you might have higher income and some excess cash that you want a tax deduction for. So if you're 19 years or older and know that you will buy a home at some point, then opening up your account this year makes a ton of sense. Even if you have low income this year, if you're a student, if you just started a new job but you know your salary will increase in the near future, opening it up so that you have future room available to you to contribute to the FHSA and get an even larger tax deduction in a year when you're in a higher tax bracket makes a lot of sense. What type of investments can people own within the FHSA?
Yeah, the FHSA allows for all the same other type of investments that an RSP and a TFSA currently allow. So any publicly traded securities like stocks and bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, GICs, and cash savings products are all eligible to be held within an FHSA. And as for what type of investment makes the most sense for you to actually put your money into within the FHSA is a conversation that we can have with you. As with investing in any type of account, we recommend investments largely based on what your time horizon is. If you have a short-term time horizon, if you're just putting some money into an FHSA and you know you're buying a house within the next year, Probably investing it in a cash account, like a high interest savings account, or a GIC is going to be the most sensible thing to do. But if you have a longer time horizon, like more than 3 years, some type of balanced investment or even a stock mutual fund probably makes sense to try and maximize your growth over 3, 5, or 7 years. So it largely depends on your time horizon. Kev, who is considered a first-time home buyer?
So you're considered a first-time home buyer if you haven't owned a home in the previous 4 years before applying for an FHSA. And that's owning a home that you lived in, or if your spouse or common law partner owned a home, then you'd be considered a first-time home buyer and would be eligible to open an FHSA at that point.
Yeah. So even if you've owned real estate before, as long as you haven't owned a home in 4 years, you are eligible to open the FHSA and contribute to it. So the bottom line, at the end of the day, for everyone to know, is the FHSA First Home Savings Account is a new account that's finally available to all of our clients here at Perler Financial to open now. And it's a no-brainer. For anyone who does not currently own a home and you are striving to buy your first home, you really ought to open an FHSA. And even if you can't contribute that $8,000 maximum amount in 2023, like Kevin said, it still makes sense for you to open it because you'll carry forward that $8,000 in contribution room from 2023 to 2024, and then you can contribute $16,000. So even if you don't have the cash today to maximize, still contact us, open your FHSA, and we can help you start saving for that down payment fund.
If you have any questions, feel free to give David, Harry, or myself a call at any time.